Here we are guys in Fisch. Today I'm going to be showing you the best enchants for every rod in the game, or at least every rod that is worth enchanting. There's many rods that are worth enchanting, and there's many rods that you're literally just wasting your time enchanting them and you're wasting your enchant relics. So let me now explain which enchant relic, what enchant relics you guys should enchant, what rods you guys should enchant. Let's go and get on into it now guys. So pretty much let's I guess start with the rod on my back right now guys. This is the depths rod. Now the depths rod is honestly a great rod in the game. It's pretty much one of the best in the game right now guys. What enchants are good for this rod? Well, I'd say 3 enchants in particular. First guys, and I think is the best for farming money, that is the abyssal enchant, which I currently have right now. So abyssal is a great enchant for this rod. All that does is it has 10% chance for fish caught to be abyssal. Abyssal fish are worth more, and they also have higher weights guys, so that makes them worth more as well. Another enchant that's good for this guys is wormhole. This is kind of like a fun enchant. This just allows you guys to catch like a ton of event sharks and stuff guys, and other fish from other areas anywhere in the game guys, which is kind of a fun enchant for this rod. Nothing really too special guys. It can make a decent amount of money using this enchant guys, but it's nothing too good. It's alright guys. That's the whirlpool enchant. And then now what's probably the best guys for a lot of you, maybe if you guys are looking to farm XP, then the best enchant for this rod will then be clever guys. Clever gives 2 times XP. Now if you guys can't get clever, then insight is a good alternative. That's 1.5 times XP, so not really too much in them, but still guys, clever is better, and clever is great for farming XP with this rod. Let's move on into another rod guys. Let's go to the Trident rod. What is good for the Trident rod? Well guys, the best enchants for the Trident rod, I don't know what happens guys, I get like this auto macro shake guys, even though I don't have a macro. It is super strange. But anyway guys, Trident rod can definitely benefit from hasty. I'd say hasty is without a doubt the best enchant for this rod over here guys. That's because with hasty you can turn this into an almost insta catch rod, which can help it guys, because honestly I'd probably say the low speed does kind of let this rod down. Another one that can help with this guys I think is steady, because steady can also increase low speed as well, while also increasing resilience, which does make this rod kind of better in both categories there guys, because honestly its resilience is kind of weak, and even though it's got the passive that helps you guys catch fish, with that low resilience guys, it can make it a little bit harder to catch like the strong mythical fish and stuff. So that is why I'd go ahead and recommend steady as well as a good alternative to hasty. Let's go ahead and move along guys to the Sunken rod next I guess. So what's good for the Sunken rod? Well honestly guys, I'd probably say the Sunken rod is best with the hasty enchant. That's because guys, the Sunken rod lure speed's alright, it's better than the Trident rod base wise guys, but honestly it can definitely benefit from hasty. Hasty is the only thing guys that can really benefit this rod a lot guys, and the reason why especially is because every 10 catches you are at a higher chance of catching treasure maps. So the reason why you're probably going to use this rod is to catch treasure maps, and if you guys get to 10 catches a lot sooner, then chances are guys you're going to catch a lot more treasure maps. So that's why hasty is a good one for the Sunken rod. Now guys, let me also talk a little bit about this steady rod over here. Have I got this guys? I do. I'll talk about that later when I come onto it. King's rod next guys. What's good for the King's rod? Well, King's rod guys, I'd probably say the only enchant you're really going to want to go for on this one is going to be hasty. That's because this King's rod guys has terrible lure speed, and honestly the reason why this rod is bad is because of its lure speed guys. So by getting hasty, that will help combat that downside of this rod guys. So hasty is definitely the best for the King's rod. Next guys, reinforced rod. I guess we can talk about that. I probably wouldn't enchant this one, but if I were to enchant it, I'd enchant it with hasty guys. Probably steady because it'll help its resilience a little bit there guys personally. Rod of the depths, we've already talked about that one guys. Aurora rod next I guess. So the Aurora rod can definitely benefit from I guess divine guys. So that's what I've currently got on right now, divine. That'll help it increase luck, which honestly guys is kind of OP because it's already got good luck guys. Well, decent luck, it's not anything special, but with a divine it can definitely make it a lot luckier. Probably guys the best for this one is going to be a resilient enchant, because honestly guys, this was super hard to catch like the strong mythical fish guys. I remember back in the day trying to catch colossal squids with this, and it was impossible. I probably ended up like getting 10 colossal squids on my rod, but I caught none of them guys, because honestly you need you need resilient on that rod to make it usable to catch these like big fish, guys, with low progress speed. So that's what I'd recommend with the Aurora rod. What else, guys, do we have over here? Mythical rod. What is good for the mythical rod? Again, guys, resilient is probably going to be good for this rod, guys. The reason why is because it doesn't really have very much resilience at all, and the resilient stat on this rod does let it down a little bit, guys, because it does again make it kind of hard to catch the mythicals and stuff with this rod. Steady and hasty can also be really good for the mythical rod too, because as you can see, it does have low lure speed, guys, and steady kind of does both resilience and lure speed, which can definitely help this rod quite a bit. Steady rod, guys, the rod right next to it. So this steady rod, the only enchant I'd aim for on the steady rod is going to be the hasty enchant. That's because, guys, this steady rod has absolutely abysmal lure speed, guys. Like, honestly, you have to press shake so many times. Now, even though the shakes are super big, which does help, hasty, guys, is going to be needed for this rod, because honestly, guys, otherwise it is super slow. But with hasty, it actually turns it into a pretty good rod, guys. So that's why I personally recommend hasty for this steady rod over here. Let's now go ahead and get into some other rods in the game that I personally do not have, but I can talk about. Let's go and get into it right now. So, guys, next I'll talk about the Destiny rod. Wouldn't recommend enchanting this one, guys. It's not a very good rod anymore. But anyway, pretty much this Destiny rod can benefit. Let's see here, guys. Can definitely benefit from hasty enchant, guys. It can also go ahead and benefit, I'd probably say, just looking at its stats on the right here, guys, from resilience, because honestly, guys, the steady rod has, sorry, not the steady rod, the Destiny rod has so much luck, but the resilience and controls terrible, guys. So even though you might catch a ton of mythicals with this rod, you're going to struggle to actually reel them in. So that's why I'd probably say resilient for that rod. No life rod next, guys. What is the best enchant for the no life rod? Well, I'd probably say here, guys, the best enchants for this rod, if you guys want to farm XP, clever is probably the best, guys. If you want to go ahead and pretty much have an instant catch rod and also go ahead and increase the luck and resilience, then go ahead and use quality, because quality targets all of them. The rod already has 90% lure speed, guys, but if you add quality to it, it's going to make it instant catch. It's going to make it have more resilience and more luck, which is kind of crazy, guys. So that's a really good one for that rod. Also, guys, steady is another one too that will help this rod out quite a bit, guys. Abyssal can also be a good one for making money, because that'll make fish be caught with, of course, the abyssal enchant as well, guys. So yeah, that's the no life rod for you all. Rod of the Forgotten Fang, I guess, next, guys. Let's go in and talk about this one. Hasty is good for the Rod of the Forgotten Fang because it has low lure speed of being only 15%. Abyssal is also quite useful for this one as well, guys, because honestly, it doesn't really have any abilities, this rod, to make money, guys, like the depth rod doesn't either. But with using Abyssal, it does help it make a bit more money. Two, guys, resilient can be useful, I guess, although it does already have good resilience, guys. But the reason why is because it allows you guys to get 5 perfect catches a lot easier, which does make the rod's ability happen more often. And quality is a good all-rounder enchant for this rod too, guys. Rod of the Eternal King. Looking at the stats, guys, Rod of the Eternal King, honestly, will probably benefit from things such as resilient, maybe, guys. Probably as well with Abyssal too, and clever can also help with this rod as well, guys. Celestial rod next. Let's just speak about this one, guys, I guess. So probably best one for the celestial rod is probably going to be divine or hasty, because that's going to increase the low luck of this rod, guys, and also hasty being going to increase its lure speed. The reason why hasty is probably the best, guys, is because, of course, with the celestial rod, you need to get to 250 catches before you can get like the celestial ability, guys. So if you have hasty, you're going to catch fish a lot faster, therefore getting to the 250 catches a lot quicker. Wisdom rod, guys, I'd probably say with the wisdom rod, the only enchant you guys are going to want to aim for this one is probably going to be clever. That's because, guys, it stacks with the rod's already good XP ability, guys, making it a great rod for farming up XP in the game. So that's why I'd recommend clever for this rod. Insight is a good alternative, guys. I guess next we'll talk about the Voyager rod. The Voyager rod definitely will need resilient, guys. That's because it's got super low resilience and control, meaning resilient, guys, is probably going to be the best rod for the best enchant for this rod, guys. Then we also have the Riptide rod, which I'm going to talk about finally. The Riptide rod, guys, honestly, you don't enchant this one. I'm looking at the stats right now, guys. I'm trying to include all the other new ones in the game, guys, but honestly, there's a lot of them which you just shouldn't enchant, Riptide rod being one of them. And what about the 2 new rods that have been added in this update, guys? Of course, the advent calendar rods. Again, I wouldn't recommend enchanting those either. They're pretty bad rods as well, guys. So that's the ones, of course, you can get from this calendar over here. But yeah, as of that is going to be it for the video here. That's the best enchants for each of your rods in the game, guys. Like and subscribe for more.